Welcome back to Sports Wrap Live, everybody. Soon to be on Sports Talk 790. Yes, tonight is our graduation show. We're on to the next. Oh, you fancy, huh? I love that. Look at Gons, right on time with that track,
Got your
man.
Graduation gift already, right there.
Right here. This is all I need, man. I can go
That's
anywhere.
That's the diploma right there. There you go.
I can go anywhere. Yes. So next week we launch on the airwaves. Of course, the iHeartRadio app. If you don't have it, download that
Stuff.
That's tough.
Download that app.
Download that app right now, please, man. That's bad app. All right, well, it's time to get into the Martinez report. We got to keep going with the show, man. Of course, brought to you by New Era Caps, who ask you to fly your own flag with your own swag. And what you got, Andrew? You're pointing to something.
Yeah, I want to talk about this Baylor game. We were tracking it last Thursday. That was crazy.
We were live on the air when that game was going on.
I mean, 67-56.
Do you know what the funny thing is? When we went off the air about 10:15 last week, there was like 3 minutes left in that game, and Baylor only had 40-something points.
They were down by 11, I think, and I was like, they're coming back, dude. They're coming back.
They came back and won by 11. Big turnaround, huh?
Well, not only a big turnaround, but they scored 20-something points in the last 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Scored 29 in the third.
I know. That's crazy.
That don't happen in the NFL.
That's great. This show, cray. That's all I got to say. All right, well, let's get into 4-down territory. Gons, first down. I can't wait till SEC guy hears that whistle. He's going to love that.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, what a great week of action in the bowls, mainly the BCS Bowl. But we got to start right at the top with the Ticket City Bowl. Of course, Al Farb from 790 had his U of H shirt on. Case Keenum basically made his case for the NFL in this bowl game after losing against Southern Miss.
I don't know if he did. I mean, he made his case that he is one of the most prolific, if not the best passer that's ever come through college football in the system he was running in. I don't know if that translates to the NFL, though. It's kind of like, you've seen the Hawaii quarterbacks. We've seen the Texas Tech quarterbacks. I'm not sure if it's going to translate, but I mean, he definitely made his case that he is a great passer. I would definitely take a flyer on him in the NFL draft for sure.
Andre Ware, David Klinger, Jimmy Klinger.
Well, don't bring up the bad track history. Let's just get to him.
He's going to continue. So.
Andre Ware lasted a hot minute.
So did the Klinger
I was
brothers.
gonna go Timmy Chan from Hawaii.
Oh, Chang.
Timmy Chang. I'm sorry,
That's Timmy Chan.
Yeah, Timmy Chan.
Is that like a
That's that
Mortal
Chinese
Kombat
food.
character or something like that? Is that Raiden?
That's Chinese food in the hood. Timmy Chan.
Timmy Chan. Number 3 off of Scott Street. Absolutely.
Off of West Fuqua in the hood. Huh?
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about the BCS Bowls themselves. Let's start with the Rose Bowl, Andrew. Of course, Oregon versus Wisconsin, which was probably the most entertaining bowl game up to date.
It was very entertaining. I thought Wisconsin was going to win it because if you've seen this Oregon team, they kind of get phased by the physical nature of other teams. But this is really one of the biggest games they had to win because if you look at the track history, Chip Kelly hadn't won actual BCS bowl game yet. They made a national championship last year, lost to Auburn. Year before, they lost to Ohio State. So this is really something that Chip Kelly needed for his resume to cement himself as a true coach. DeAnthony Thomas, oh my God. I mean, this guy looked phenomenal.
Did you just go OMG?
Yeah.
OMG.
Do you see those helmets?
For all the kids out there
Do you see
listening.
the helmets, by the way, they were rocking?
Yeah.
The Ducks. They were,
Shout out to Nike.
They were like mirrors, and then when it got nighttime, they went like black. It was amazing.
I know.
They were pretty tight.
Shout out to Nike.
But Oregon, I mean, they represented. They finally won one. I think it was the first time Oregon had won a Rose Bowl since like 1917 or something.
Oh, the early 20s or late teens, I think it was.
Yeah, something like that. So
crazy.
Chip Kelly, they got it done. It's nice to see them. Wisconsin, they're still looking for a Rose Bowl win. They lost last year to TCU. But, I mean, through no fault of their own, they had a great season. Really one play here and there away from maybe having an undefeated season.
Very true. Very true. And they lost to LSU.
Yeah.
I mean, LSU right now is sitting pretty undefeated, number 1.
I think Oregon is going to be a top 5 team, maybe even higher, to watch out for because DeAnthony Thomas is a special player.
LaMichael James, what's his future?
Like I already told you, LaMichael James Sproles. I mean, that guy is going to be a dynamic runner. More of a pass catcher. He's good in the open field. He's got great speed, so I'm looking forward to him in the combine as well.
Awesome. All right, well, let's go to last night. Well, actually, let's go to the Sugar Bowl, and then we'll go to last night.
Yeah.
The Sugar Bowl, another game played in New Orleans. We talked about all the things going on in New Orleans right now. Michigan, they really didn't do anything on offense. It was more of a lack of production from Virginia Tech.
So lucky. So lucky. Oh, my God. Denard Robinson he was just throwing it up for grabs, and they got lucky. They had a fat man reception, which was like a fake field goal, which I don't even know what that play was. But they were super lucky to go away with that win, and it's just heartbreaking to see all these teams lose on kicks and whatnot. It's just really
Have you
tough.
ever seen a kicker get so much run after a game than the kicker from Michigan?
And he false started on every kick, which is what was pretty crazy. But I mean, I'm really surprised. Michigan, though, good season, great season actually. Brady Hoke in his first season there at
Great
Michigan.
for him. Great for Brady Hoke.
He's put his stamp on there. They've turned the defense around. He's really proven that he can win with players that he wasn't, meant to recruit.
BCS Bowl at that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's on the up and up for him. It seems like he has the administration behind him. I look for big things for them.
Very good, very good. Well, let's go to, I know you want to talk about the Fiesta Bowl, but I wanted to segue into second down. So real quick, the Orange Bowl massacre.
That was just Dana
Guess what?
Holgerson being
Guess
Dana
what?
Holgerson.
Somebody in this game is getting a bad rap. And I'll tell you later. You guys stick around for the bad rap. But
Sammy Watkins did the best he could, but just Tavon Austin in that, I mean, Dana Holgerson went ham on those
He did.
fools.
He did.
I mean, it wasn't even close. I thought it would be competitive, but I mean, it just seemed like Clemson, once they got that undefeated record and they were looking for I'm in the running for this award, for that award, they pretty much shut it down. That's how they lost a couple games here and there at the end. 3 out of the 4 they lost.
Yeah.
But it just seems like West Virginia, they wanted it way more. Holgerson had them prepared. I can't wait to
How
see.
about both ACC teams that were controversial going into BCS Bowls losing? Doesn't fare well
Not
for that.
surprising, but I'm looking forward to Dana Holgerson and the Big 12 because it's already a passing type league, and I mean he showed that offense is going to be something to be reckoned with.
Shout out to Oliver Luck, West Virginia.
Oh yeah, Oliver Luck out there, West Virginia for sure.
Of course, he's got to tie in the dynamo any way he can.
No, sure. I was waiting for a Dynamo reference.
Speaking of
all
Luck,
right, let's go to luck. All right, and somebody that wasn't so lucky. Yeah, we're good. Somebody that wasn't so lucky was Andrew Luck in the outcome of the game, but he did force overtime. Oklahoma State basically forced the overtime, and he was still so efficient, so good.
maybe his best game of the year.
Yeah, exactly, in a loss.
Yeah, the best game of the season.
Put a stamp for the NFL right there.
For sure.
Oh,
For sure.
There was one pass that he made. It was right on the guy's back shoulder, and you look at that play and you're like, this guy has NFL stud written all over him. But that game, you kind of started to think, okay, maybe Oklahoma State doesn't have it because they went scoreless in the first quarter.
Sure, 14-0.
They hadn't- Yeah, all season they hadn't gone scoreless. But then you started to see Justin Blackman, who had a hip issue. He is, oh my God.
Get ready, NFL. He's on
He's
his
a
way.
man. He's 40.
He could be.
A special
Oh, man.
special wide receiver. You just watch him run routes. He runs them crisp. If it's a comeback, he's targeting back to the ball, getting his hands open. He's basically undefendable in the college game. I really can't wait to see where he goes in the NFL draft.
He's like he's Baby Tron.
He is a game
Baby
changer.
he's Baby Tron.
He's Bumblebee.
He's gonna morph into Megatron.
A game
He's
changer
Bumblebee.
for real, Adam. That guy has the speed. He has the hands. He has it all.
Speaking of game changers, second down, Gons. With the Colts officially on the clock and their owner firing Napoleons, do they stay the course with Andrew Luck, or do you see another scenario unfolding as we get closer to draft
This
day?
might be the hottest topic right now. If you talk about NFL and any part of football, NFL to college, is what do the Colts do? What do the Colts do? Do they draft Andrew Luck and make him the apprentice to the heir apparent to Peyton Manning and maybe get Peyton Manning to help him beat maybe the next Peyton Manning? Or do you ship Peyton Manning out if his neck's not right? No one knows. I mean, really, no one does know if he's going to be okay. That's the big controversy. My opinion is you got to draft Andrew Luck because you have to look forward. You always have to be looking forward. If you can have Andrew Luck be the apprentice to Peyton Manning, that's a dream scenario, Adam.
I agree. No, I hope that they stay the course. Now, whenever Irsay fired the Napoleons, he did say this is a family decision, which I think means that we're going to sit down with the Mannings, the quarterback mafia, as they're known in the NFL, sit across the table from them and say, look, Peyton, we're going to take Andrew Luck. We're going to spend the money, okay? Because that's the only hope they have. They don't take Andrew Luck and they try to go with Manning and something
But
happens.
family makes you do weird things. Family makes you do really weird things you didn't think you were going to do. Oh, can I borrow this money? Oh, can you do this for me? And you're like,
Well, that's
are
a
you
great
my
point.
son?
That's
Are
a
you my
great
child?
point, Andrew, because RG3 surprisingly has said he's still undecided on whether he'll declare for the
He's
draft or
not
not.
undecided. He is going, and he will be
Because
the
you
number
talk
2
about
draft
family
pick.
and money, and he's got a wife, and he's got He's got business to take care of. Matt Barkley already came out and said that he's going to stay.
And Landry Jones tonight came out and said he's coming back too.
There you go. There you go. So RG3's coming out?
I think for sure.
All right, third down, Gons. Well, with all these great bowls that we were just talking about, how sick would it be if we actually had a playoff format right now? Playoffs? Yes. We need a playoff format because right now LSU and Alabama, they're pretty much on a collision course for a big mess that not even Bounty could clean up.
Well, I mean, if
the
LSU
BCS title game.
if LSU wins, though,
There's no question.
exactly.
Alabama wins, guess what?
Well,
What if Alabama wins a close game?
if Alabama wins a close game, I still think that you need to give it to Alabama only because if you want to talk about a playoff,
Oh.
you want to talk about playoff.
Are you sucking up to SEC guy already?
No. If you want to talk about playoff, you've seen. Okay, so if the Saints beat the Packers, oh, now we have to say, oh, no. The Packers already beat them on the first game of the season. No, we can't go back.
I get it, but we're not in a playoff, Andrew.
I agree.
We're not in a playoff.
But it is a 1 versus 2.
Wait, what was that, Gons?
It is a 1
Nice.
versus 2, though.
But,
I definitely agree, though. If Stanford or Oklahoma State had won convincingly, though, I would feel more open. No, I wouldn't say I would go for it, but I would feel more open to the fact that there could be a shared title.
Well, it is
Top
what it is. It is
14.
what it is. Let's go to fourth down, Gons. Speaking of the title game and the so-called playoff that we have, it goes down this Monday in New Orleans. Of course, once again, New Orleans. Between the SEC powerhouses. And I just asked you the question. If Alabama wins and we're tied at 1 loss apiece, how can you really justify the fact when years ago you split the national championship between Oklahoma and USC?
The BCS is set up to face 1 versus 2. I think that if any serious college football fan would say these are the 2 best teams. They played the best defenses. They're mirror images of each other. Now, a 6 versus 9, that might not be what people wanted to watch before. I think this game will be very much different. It's going to be different because the offenses, I think, will be more ready to take chances. I think we're going to see Les Miles pull some Les Miles plays out where he's actually going to have some trickeration, you know. Those classic
Did
Les
you just
Miles.
say trickeration?
Oh, yeah, Les Miles, you know, he's all about the trickeration. So I think we're going to see more of those plays. I think it's going to be a wide-open game that we're going to see a lot more scoring. I still think, though, LSU is going to come out on top.
I think LSU is going to win it. What do you think, Luis?
I think Oklahoma State should have been there, but I'm going to go for LSU.
LSU.
I'm
Jay?
going to go Alabama.
Oh.
Hey, though. Honey Badger takes what he wants. All right? And that secondary, I mean, is not to be denied. He's going to make a play. He's going to put his stamp. He was the best defensive player this year. He's going to put his stamp on this game.
Is he off the Brian Cushion video?
I don't know, but yeah, I'll tell you this much. That trickeration with Les Miles, it's going to happen. There's going to be a play where you're going to be like, that Les Miles.
The Mad Hatter. All right, well, there you have it right there. Our picks for the BCS Championship game. Tune in next Thursday when we're on Sports Talk 790. And
SEC guy will be here.
SEC guy will be live on air for sure to get the wrap up. So if you guys stick around, we come back. We're going to get into a little more of the Martinez report and talk about some college basketball and some baseball because we do have some hot stove things to get into for sure. So you guys stick around. We'll be right back on Sports Wrap Live.